Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu visits China to procure additional rolling stocks for blue and red rail lines. Governor Sanwo-Olu launches digital portal for land registration. State government provides viewing centers for AFCON 2023, and over 100 youth graduate from Project Loud initiative. Let's get started with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's visit to China to acquire more additional rolling stock for the blue and red rail lines. All in a bid to deliver the second phase of the blue rail project and also unveil the red rail operation before the end of February this year. Take a look.
Entire team from Lagos State.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu visits China alongside some top government officials to conclude conversation with China Railway Rolling Stock Corporation in Dateline. After the discussion, the team moves to the Dalian Railway Manufacturing Facility to see how railway operates in China.
Yeah. Can I have first?
Yeah. You can sit. You want to take a picture?
Okay.
It's good.
So you put it in English.
English, but this is for Chinese.
Chinese.
No English.
For
the Chinese metro.
Speaking after the tour, the governor says additional rolling stock for blue and red line rail will be delivered to Lagos before the end of the year.
We're at the Dateline CRRC train manufacturing plant. They are manufacturers for the existing blue line trains, and we've also come here to further other new rolling stock of both the red line and additional rolling stock for the blue line. It's a very impressive facility. They've been in this business for over 100 years. As you can see, these are all finished products that has been done for other cities, and I'm sure, like you've seen the red ones, the ones for Lagos too will be on this track very, very soon. And we're indeed excited that we're also bringing the technology back to us in Lagos. They've agreed with us, given the number of rolling stock we're procuring, that there's a need for us to have a joint maintenance conversation. And we've seen that indeed when we collaborate like this, we're not just doing procurement, we're actually doing knowledge and skill transfer. So Lagos, you still expect a whole lot. Train is not something you just buy off the shelf. We're not as lucky as what we were with Milwaukee, which was produced, for a particular city, but we had to just pay the premium and take it off. It usually takes between 2 to 3 years, for you to finish the manufacture, because each one of them has its own specification, the platform, and the load that you require, right? But we're lucky that we've agreed with them. They've done the blue lines before, so in less than a year, right? We're going to still have a tough discussion with them. Before the end of the year, we're expecting that some of the stocks will start coming in, and the final bit should come in early next year. But we're ready for that. We're ready for flag off of the red line. They're still promising us this month of February, for us to formally flag it off. We've started doing some bit of testing, right? We have some rolling stock already, so we started doing some testing. And if Mr. President is able to check his calendar and get us last week in February, we're waiting for him. And thereafter, we'll probably just cross the T's and dot the I's, ensure that we have enough safety to begin to carry passengers. Even after the commissioning, we still have a lot of testing to do, which are some of the things that we're not going to compromise, and get it done.
In continuation of his infrastructural development drive and the vision to make Lagos work better, smarter and more efficient, the governor's business conversation goes a step further with the management team of the China Airports Construction Company at its headquarters in Beijing, China, where he also mentioned the government plans to build a brand new airport in Lekki.
We know too well that the CBTC system is what is required
and what will help, even in a system like ours. We are just trying to develop, our own integrated system, signaling system, but we know that's the way to go. And we want to ensure that in Lagos, we bring in the very best with efficiency, with safety, with security, and as much as possible with the best technology that is available. We know that we are certainly not going to be starting with driverless trains. We have a huge population like yourselves, so we want drivers to be inside the train, and be able to to contribute. It's interesting to also see how some of those operations are carried out. How the routine activity of each of those drivers when they get to each station is carried out. I think all of those are things that we picked up. But for me, I'm amazed as into how massive the Beijing subway operation is. With well over 800 kilometers of subway rail connectivity, with almost 40 lines, with about 500 stations. I think it's impressive. And so Lagos also pride itself as, that's our plan. That's the future we see. Ours might not be fully subway, it might be elevated, right? But that is train movement is one of the solutions that we believe that can help us improve, economic value and be able to move the population that we have also in the city from one point to the other.
Beijing subway is the next stop, specifically to inspect the signaling system in use in the capital city.
Yes, so they have the barrier because
They don't want people to go.
Yeah.
So now, is it everywhere you have it now? Or?
Yes, everywhere. So
Everywhere
you
now.
can see there's two different.
The final team to meet with is the president and management of the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation to table his plans and commitment towards the completion of the second phase of the Blue Line Rail project and the commercial operations of the Red Line Rail project.
I think the team, especially our Nigerian team, already discussed with you for the different phases for the Post-Communal Bridge. Phase 1 is the new one, phase 2 is bridge, and phase 3 is the other part, road concession. And so we mainly focus on the main bridges.
There's a lot of interactions on the red line, so we need to be assured that we operate a rail corridor that is very, very safe from passengers, from citizens, and from vehicular movement. So both of us still need to work on that. We are also advancing conversation on the right-of-way and the corridor for the phase 2 of the red line, which will take it, based on what we're seeing, to the connection of the blue line. That makes it a lot more functional, because what it means is that passengers can hop in and hop off between the red line and the blue line when that phase 2 is completed. The commitment is to get those rolling stock in before the end of this year, and we're hoping that we'll keep to those commitments. It will improve journey experience. It will improve the citizens appreciation of what government is doing to ease hardship pressure, transportation pressure of a big city, like Lagos. So with the new rolling stock, we'll have more predictable journeys. The commuters and the passengers will be more committed, and we will see an improvement in the quality of life, and in reduction of traffic gridlocks, and all of that in the city.
Governor Sanwo-Olu's official visit to China is in line with his administration's promise to deliver a multimodal transportation system for Lagos residents, and he's determined to achieve that before the end of his second tenure.
The Lagos State government has attained the most advanced stage in land documentation and acquisition, an electronic geographic information system inaugurated by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, which provides digitized access to all data pertaining to the state land before a purchase is facilitated.
In this building is the Electronic Geographic Information System portal to fast-track all forms of land title documentation. This initiative has been in the works since the administration of former Governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Fashola, who created an electronic document management system for certificate of occupancy. The current governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, goes a step further, making it possible for the EGIS portal to go live with applications for land titles transitioned from the centuries-old manual paperwork into digital form. The EGIS office also has the responsibility to streamline data of MDAs and create single database for land administration system.
This agency will have the responsibility to maintain and move forward the work commenced by the EGIS office and other stakeholders, particularly Lands Bureau, Office of Surveyor General, Office of State Surveyor General, the State Valuation Office, and the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology.
The head of service who initiated the project while he was permanent secretary in the Lands Bureau says land documentation process will be reduced to the barest minimum.
It was a greenfield project. There's no way anybody could have taught you how to do it. We make mistakes along the line and learn from it and go further. So, and when the contract was awarded, we didn't know the level at which we were going. So it was as we went by that we discovered a lot of issues that came up here and there. We now remember that we don't have a venue. So we had to construct that venue there afresh so that we can use it as the area where they will do the work. We now realize that we don't have staff that will be looking for all these files. That's when we had to employ this group of lovely, fantastic, hard-working people. There's also the scanning and indexing. That's the end, almost the end part, where you now scan all those documents that we have done, that we have assembled together, where we now scan them and index them onto the system. So we're not just scanning, we're also indexing it. So indexing is where we put all the property details and every other encumbrance that is on the system. Nobody has done this in sub-Saharan Africa. I say this without a shadow of a doubt, and the EGIS can bear me witness. The level of what we have done hasn't been done. In most places in Nigeria that they've done it, what they've done is they've done digitalization moving forward. They don't have the historical documentation going backwards because it is very easy to just do the present moving forward. The most difficult part is having a historical document, and that is what we have in Lagos State.
Governor Sanwo-Olu is excited about the new development and is confident that the technology-driven initiative will enhance transparency in land transactions.
Since my first job in life was as a surveyor, and I said to them that, you see, that's how life is. It's precision definition. Survey is like mathematics. There is no two way to it. If this thing is 100 meters, it is 100 meters. Worldwide, it is precise science, and that's the only way we can get things right. And so when they come and telling me 20, I know it's all just wash. It doesn't add up. Because, when they say that they are flying survey, it's because we don't have, the system that can be very precise and can show us truly, really what is where and where should things be. So I'm excited, quite frankly, that we can put that behind us and we can come and launch this, here today. And really, it's not, in my view, it's not a case of was the first person, it is how well we now transit to usability of what we have now launched, to ensure that we have come out here, and we have come to demonstrate and to say to people it will work, and to ensure that all of you do everything possible that it continues to work. Success is not about the first time. Success is about every time that you repeat that success. That is what success is about. So let us be encouraged to know that is what will truly, really make this a worthwhile and a global success. And like they've said, it also sits into what we continue to project in our Teams agenda, Teams Plus agenda. The aim there, which is that we said we want to make Lagos a truly 21st century, the result and the accolade is part of making Lagos a truly 21st century city, that is safe, that is resilient, that is workable, and it speaks to everything that we want to do. We want people at the comfort of their homes, at the comfort of their offices, to be able to access government, services, to be able to access government function, and be convinced that indeed things are working, for them. And so we are strengthening our position, because that's our vision as Africa's model megacity. It's not just a talk shop. You have to action it. People have to see it. It has to be demonstrated in everything you do. And by adopting the software called Momentum Land Administration Solution, this reliable tool customizes and streamlines business workflow. It's aimed for higher productivity, to enhance revenue generation, to secure our documents, and to improve customer service, the entire customer service experience. And we're expecting that this will be delivered at their doorstep.
With the introduction of the EGIS portal, anyone can now verify, search and apply for land titles, including governor's consent, at the Lagos State Land Bureau from the comfort of their homes at the click of a computer button.
For those who are not aware, the Lagos State government has provided viewing centers across the state for football fans to watch and, of course, enjoy the AFCON 2023 at any location close to them. Let's find out.
Football is a uniting factor. Football unites the people. So Governor Sanwo-Olu doing this is using it as a medium of uniting the people, and also using it as a means of extending his dividend of democracy to the masses.
I'd like to appreciate Governor Sanwo-Olu for bringing this opportunity to Oroshoki, because it's not all governors that have the love of the youth at heart. Me personally, I appreciate him for doing this, and he has been trying for Oroshoki since I packed to this place. He has been helping the youth here.
Due to medium that the governor have started, I really appreciate it, and I really feel it good that this is to encourage the youth out there so that they will stop all these kind of waywards and some kind of taking those chances to have to do some kind of bad character and some other things. So I need this opportunity given by the governor of Lagos State is very good and is very encouraging to other states.
And finally on the program, the Lagos State government has graduated over 100 youth from the Project Loud Sanwo-Olu ICT Skills Acquisition Center in Surulere. Now, the state government says it is determined to equip every interested individual with skills to carve out a future brimming with promise and success.
We don't collect a dime.
It's the second graduation and third induction ceremony of over 100 youth who've taken part in Project Loud, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's ICT Skill Acquisition Center located in Surulere area of Lagos State.
And you are even using that knowledge to impact other people's lives. So to me, you are a role model.
The institution stands as a beacon of hope committed to furnishing young minds with valuable skills in different fields. Having completed their program successfully, the state government advised them to be focused in their respective professions.
Prioritize excellence. And what does that mean? It means that be the best at what you do. Because you know why? On your pursuit of being the best, you will sacrifice many things. Number one, you will sacrifice time. You might not be out, you might not be at parties where other people are doing. Why? Because you are owning your craft. You are improving your capability. So that by the time people see you, they will be like, how did this person get this kind of skill? Prioritize excellence. You might sacrifice time. Let me tell you another thing you will sacrifice. Money. You will sacrifice money. And this is a very important lesson. Let me tell you, don't let money be the number one focus. If you do, you will sacrifice excellence. But guess what? When you get the excellence, money will eventually chase it. Prestige will eventually chase it. And so, I want to congratulate you and say the sky is the limit. Excellence is waiting for all of you.
The Free Empowerment Scheme is designed to reduce unemployment in the state and also achieve socio-economic transformation amongst the people.
Project Loud Sanwo-Olu ICT Skills Acquisition Center is an empowerment skills program that teaches our Nigerian youth, both elderly and youth, a 2-month free, all expense paid program, starting from mixology, catering, baking and pastries, about 10 skills. But why are we different? The only reason why we are different is that we don't just teach them how to fish, we also teach them how to sell the fish.
A lot of times the youth complain that there are no opportunities, there's no employment. We understand that not everyone is going to be employed, but again, if you are able to gain some skills, it can take you to the next level, as the case may be. The government is trying to do all of this by partnering with private individuals as well. This is a perfect example, and we continue our Themes Plus agenda. As you know, is social inclusion, youth engagement, and gender equality. And this has been exhibited here today. And of course, we are leaving no one behind.
They are excited to go out there and explore.
I learned a lot. I found out that mixology is not about just mixing drinks. It's all about having a good personality, and there are calculations to it. And there are also drinks that you can take that can be of benefit to your health. I'm looking forward to opening a mini spot for myself where I'll be doing my mixology skills that I learned here, and I want to use I'm also bound to partner with the baking and pastries, so because they work hand in hand. So while we mix drinks like mocktails, milkshakes and all, then we can also serve pastries like meat pies and salt.
I have learned how to do several things: baking, cakes, cupcakes, wedding cakes and everything. Now I can stand on my own and bake, and I will make more money. Cupcakes go for around 3,500 to 4,000 naira. If I do that, I will make more money. I will be able to provide for me and my family. I can bake pastries, they call it pastries. We did meat pie. I can bake meat pie very well, sausage. We can do cakes, and we were even taught how to decorate and everything. It was very wonderful. all I have to do is just to establish myself and start. You can even start from your own sitting room gradually. Start baking out and you start making money. It's a wonderful, wonderful project.
As I am now, I've gotten to employment letter from 2 countries, from 2 companies as a mixologist. So I would advise people that if any opportunity they see from this is the golden one for them to let them go to it, please.
This program itself has been very, very, very educating, informative, and empowering because I learned a whole lot. Dishes that I've never done before, I'm doing them now because I run a food business and I'm incorporating those dishes in my catering services.
The Lagos State government says it's encouraging other youth out there who are yet to benefit from Project Loud to take advantage of the initiative and empower themselves in less than 3 months.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember to always obey all state traffic laws and stay safe. Till next time, it's bye for now.